Hey guys, Simplified Investing here, bringing you guys a Sunday stock talk. Unfortunately, Zoom, I looked into it and it does not let you save or record your videos. So I'm gonna give them a call tomorrow and see if that's something that I can figure out. So that way, if you guys can't tune in at the time, at least I can save the video. Another thing I'm looking into is actually having live streaming on YouTube. That way you guys could see it in real time and I could save it and send it to you guys, and it'd be a lot easier than doing Zoom. But I believe you have to have 100 subscribers on YouTube, so that's something I'll work my way towards. Eventually we'll get to that point. So for Sunday Stock Talk, the two that I really want to watch are Boeing and Apple. So here's what I see on Boeing. Obviously, you guys know this is one that I play quite a bit. Look at for last Friday. Look at pushed all the way down to this 38.2, broke below, got rejected. See how it pushed back up and finally held, consolidated. Now it got rejected right here by this line, or this trend line that I drew. Look at rejected, pushed back down. It really consolidated quite a bit on Friday. Not much movement. Normally there's I'd say like $3 to $6 movement, but as you can tell, Friday Boeing didn't have much volume, didn't move much. See how it's getting rejected right here at 345.78. That's going to be a key level come pre-market and market open on Monday. 343.55 is a support with 348.02 is another resistance, and 5-day 5-minute here. You can see how it also got rejected right here by the 200 SMA, but look at how important these levels are. See, pushed up, kind of consolidated. See how it got rejected by that level? See how it broke through in a consolidation phase here. Good entry once it broke out of that consolidation. See how right at this point, right here, broke through, confirmed that bounce on this candlestick right here. See that trend line up here, confirm that bounce, and look at that push up. See how it got rejected right here by that 345.78 right there, boom, rejection. So come Monday, I'm going to be watching this level, and I'm going to also be watching 343.55 and obviously 348.02. Another one that I was really looking at was Apple. This one is one that you guys know I play quite a bit too. Look at how strong this trend line was right here on Friday. Look at push up. Then there was that news that the MacBook wasn't exempt from tariffs. Look at that huge sell-off all the way to 207.14. It pushed back up after that, consolidated. Not much movement the entire day. Just kind of consolidated on this trend line right here. But after market hours, it actually broke below that. So you can see right here that it's kind of in between here. We got resistance at 207.96, support at 207.66 as well as down here at 207.27. So these are going to be three key levels I'm going to watch on Monday. Obviously, the RSI is picking up a little bit. The MACD is flatlining, so I'm going to look for a little bit more movement come Monday before I enter into this. But this is, again, one that is close to the key levels I'm looking at. The setup looks relatively good, and it's one thing that, as you guys know, we trade quite a bit as a team. And let's wait for it to load here. I wanted to show the 5-day 5-minute and the 15-minute. There we go. So you guys can see this on a slower time frame. See how strong of a resistance this is going to provide on Monday. Look how many times it bounced there. Bounce. Resistance, and it finally broke above. Confirm that support right here with that candlestick confirmation. Look at that push up to the middle VWAP. Sold off. Confirm that support again. Push back up. So again, guys, 207.98 key level. I'm going to actually create an alert right there. Come Monday, at or above 207.98. Then, gotta click right here. Put one below at 207.62. Alright, so then I'm going to cover some market levels too that I'm watching. So obviously the futures opened up about an hour and a half to 2 hours ago, and here's what I'm seeing. So I drew my Fibonacci levels last week, I believe, again, updated them because we had a big run up in /YM, which is Dow Jones futures. So here's what I see here. We got a strong resistance here at 27,180. Look at this triple top right here. So when I see things like this, when you see that it gets rejected at this price point that many times, see that triple top, 1, 2, 3. Look how it confirmed that too when it sold off right there and pushed back up. What I like to do is draw a trend line right there. Obviously that's an important level that people are watching too. So now if you draw, or if you zoom in, look at how that level plays an important role. See how it's going to sell off? Look for that bounce around 27,134 area, push back up to 27,179. Come Monday, I'm going to like this to be in between these two. If not, there's another strong support right here at 27,115. I should probably draw a trend line. That's one thing you guys should get in the habit of, drawing trend lines whenever you see it. Don't just look at it and be like, oh, there's a support there. Actually draw lines so then when it's real time, when the trade actually goes through, that you can see important key levels. So let's see right here. Still selling off. I'm going to wait for it. Watch it. See if it bounces to 27,134. If not, strong support at 27,113. Come Monday, I'm going to look for these levels. Obviously, there's a strong resistance at 27,181 and 27,209. Look how it's selling off. RSI dropping, MACD dropping. I'm going to look and actually take a really good look at these come Monday morning, see levels that are important when I'm trading. And the next one is NQ. NQ is NASDAQ futures. This one I don't have charted out as good as I do for YM. You can tell that this one's selling off too slowly. RSI dropping, MACD dropping. Obviously 8,055.84 is a strong resistance, but we can zoom in here and draw our own trend lines. See this top right here? I'll draw this quick. Where is that? Right there. You guys see this top right here? Hit the top once, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how it got rejected there? 6. Broke through. Look at that push up. Consolidated, push down. Caught that. Broke through, push back up. See how it got rejected by that? I'm going to look for the break above this 8018.88 level come Monday for a further continuation up in /NQ. So the next one I wanted to discuss was /ES, which is the SPY futures, I'm sure, as you guys know. And this one right here, we have a strong resistance right here at 30.27.22. And look at, you guys remember, anytime you get a support here and a breakthrough of that support, like right here, or resistance, I mean, see how it broke? It got rejected right here. Let me draw that trend line quick. It got rejected right here. You guys remember, old resistances become new supports and vice versa. So you see how this was an old resistance? It acted as support for a little bit, broke through. So that's going to act as a resistance again. And it looks like we have another key level right down here. See how it caught that support right there? Caught it over here too, but the line didn't extend out that far. Look how it got rejected right there. Look at that big move from these trend lines. Broke through, pushed down, broke up, rejected, finally broke through. Now it's going to consolidate in between these two trend lines right here at 30.24 and 30.19. These are going to be key levels to watch come Monday. So now you guys were asking me for questions in the chat that you wanted me to break down. Apple was one of them, I already discussed. We can check out PG. Right, I think it was PG that you guys wanted, yep. So, looks like Procter & Gamble here. I always like to look at things on the 1-year, 1-day chart too. Looks like it had a pretty big run up on Friday. Let me zoom in here. Looks like we're about to have a golden cross of the 5 EMA and 10 EMA. Again, the 5 EMA is yellow, 10 is red. Big move up, broke right through that middle Bollinger Band. Now let's go look at it at a shorter time frame if you're looking for a swing trade. Obviously, it looks pretty overextended right now. Had a little sell-off after market. Look at what you can. I'll show you guys, or help you guys out in drawing trend lines for this one. So we got a strong support right there. Look how it got rejected right there. Look at, so even just one trend line is better than drawing no trend lines. I'm not going to trade this one, but for you guys just to look at or get a help of drawing trend lines. See that support right there? Rejection right there. Rejection even in pre-market. See how it got rejected on Friday market close. See how it pushed up, closed that candlestick above, but now it trended down below that after market hours. So that's another key level to watch right there at, what is it, 114.64 come Monday market open. If it does get pushed back up, get rejected by this, it could definitely be a good play for puts. And let's see. You guys also wanted me to go over beyond. Obviously, this is, everyone knows that this thing has been going parabolic the past, was it, three weeks. It actually did have a sell-off, and look at the past 3 days especially have been huge. And I'll be honest, this isn't something I'm going to play. I feel like it's all just FOMO right now. People are just worried about missing out or wanting to hit a home run trade. In all reality, that's going to end up where you guys get trapped in this trade. It's not something that I enjoy trade, or I'd like to trade. It's super overextended. It's ran up from $70 to $245 in a month after its IPO. This obviously isn't something that's going to be a sustained movement. Along with this, it also it has a really high IV, so that's another thing to be careful too if you're playing options. The IV is, we can look at it. Let's check it out. Yeah, 204% right there, implied volatility. This is something that it's going to have to move a lot for you guys to make a big buck on it, because obviously the normal IV is never even close to 204% or 152%. So if I were you guys trading options, I'd try to stay away from this one. Let's see, someone said maybe talk about Zoom in the Zoom chat. So I think it's ZM, right? Zoom video connections, there we go. Same thing. This one is actually almost oversold. The MACD looks good on the 5-minute. This is another IPO one that I don't like to play very much either, just because they're a new company. They don't have much behind them, and they're not a pattern that I'm really familiar with because they haven't had that much data, or I should say time frames, to study. Obviously, like if you went to the 1 year, 1 day, it doesn't have that much data. See, you can't really see that much. It is approaching the top Bollinger Band right here on the 1 day, 1 year, 1 day. But yeah, guys, it's something that looks like it's downtrending on the 15-minute. I'm going to wait for the MACD to kind of flatten out more on the 15-minute. It does look good on the 5-minute, but you have to confirm on more than one time frame before entering. It is pulling down towards that middle VWAP. We'll see where it ends up on Monday. Again, you need at least 2 time frame confirmations. When I trade, I make sure at least that I have like the 5-day 5-minute, 1 day 1 minute, or the 5-day 15-minute. The one that I found to be most helpful is the 5-day 5-minute. You guys know that this is the chart I use the most. 5-day 5-minute is the one that I use when I'm day trading a lot, as well as the 1 day 1 minute. And the 5-day 5-minute just gives you more of a longer term view of the stock that you're looking at. Let's see what else we got for those of us. Let's see. I'm sure you can see. Okay, so theta and delta and how they affect options. So you can go right here. Actually, one thing I wanted to show you guys too is today's options statistics right here. Calls and puts. You guys can see this. You can see the 52-week IV, the implied volatility for all of them. Right here, you can see that Zoom actually doesn't have that very high implied volatility, but you can see how Beyond had such a high implied volatility. So right here, you can change your layout. I have mine set to be last X, net change, percent change, and mark. But if you guys want to talk about delta and theta, we can go right here.